Hi, I'm Eric. I am the founder and CEO of Advanced Analytics and Research Lab Incorporated. A lot of other firms that does just data engineering or just data science or just management consulting. We sit at the intersection of those three things. Advanced Analytics and Research Lab, it started off as just a consulting firm, see where people might have opportunities. And then very quickly, I got my first project and it kind of went from there. We've always had the hypothesis that, hey, there are so many challenges on the data science, analytics, and technical world within business organizations, and that eventually we will probably end up making a product. And then eventually we ended up with a niche that we were really good at, which was doing revenue management and leasing analytics for fixed asset companies. So from there, we decided to build a whole product and platform around it. We decided to actually pursue that more or less full time. And then through the TAP program, we were able to actually then go into the US market. For the US, we have to talk about adding on different modules for our product, adding on different pricing tiers. So that transition, we were looking at different trade services, and we got connected with the TAP program. My director of marketing essentially came to me and says, hey, we have this really cool program with TAP. He was able to construct a very comprehensive go-to-market plan in the US out of the TAP program. And then using that documentation, we were then able to apply to various grants available in the Canadian government, also able to take that plan and talk to our investors and ultimately execute on the plan as an organization and go to market in the US. And we were able to do very substantial US pilots going, and it's still an ongoing effort. We were just chatting with one of the largest asset managers in the US, and they specifically, we talked to them for almost 2 years about our product, and we're sort of tailoring it to work with them. And then they introduced us to our Canadian counterparts, so now there's a bit of a sort of bridge. I was able to let my director of marketing work through and think about and analyze the market we needed to approach. Talk to his peers and work on our international expansion marketing plan and sales plan. If it weren't for the TAP program, I wouldn't have been able to meet the network that came out of that.